I want to first begin by thanking Mike Caparco and Patricia Caparco for allowing us to have this press conference here at Capco Steel. I want to acknowledge some of my colleagues who are here, President of the City Council Peter Mancini, Councilwoman Joan DeRusso, and Councilman Cliff Wood. In addition, I want to welcome Lori White from the Greater Providence Chamber of Commerce, and in a moment we'll be joined by Gary Alexander, the Director of the Department of Human Services. Thank you to all of our guests that are behind us. I want to particularly welcome many of the employees from Capco Steel here that we hold up as a model all the time of one of the great employers of our city that invest in residents who live in Providence and invest in the neighborhood where Capco Steel is located. They're joined by Teresa Collins and Jamette Petaway, who are young women enrolled in the hospitality program at Dorcas Place, training for the hospitality industry, and also by Candace Krupka, who is entering the CNA program. I also want to welcome Councilman Aponte for being here. We have all been working together in the City of Providence very hard to strengthen our local economy and to create good-paying jobs for the residents of our city through a variety of initiatives and strategic partnerships. Partnerships like the partnership with Mike Caparco here at Capco Steel. And as I talk to residents all across the city and hear from residents and small business owners, the hard-working men and women who are struggling during this recession, I continue to be moved by the commitment and dedication and resiliency of all the residents of this city. I've spoken to a single mother in Mount Pleasant who's juggling 2 part-time jobs just to get by. A homeowner in the Elmhurst neighborhood who's been unemployed for more than a year, who can't find a job and is afraid that he will soon be unable to pay a mortgage. A shop owner on Cranston Street who'd like to expand but can't afford to bring on additional employees. These are just some examples of what we're facing as a consequence of the downturn in our economy, which is why I'm especially pleased to announce the Jobs Now Providence initiative, which is part of the Mayor's Pathways to Opportunity Office and an incredible partnership between the City of Providence, the Providence Economic Development Partnership, the Providence Cranston Workforce Solutions, and the Rhode Island Department of Human Services, and particularly Director Gary Alexander. This initiative will help create good-paying jobs for the residents of our city and at the same time help small businesses grow. President Obama spoke about in his recent State of the Union an effort to get people working again and to help small business. Well, this initiative represents a $10 million Federal Recovery Act investment to significantly expand employment opportunities by subsidizing 100% of the wages paid to unemployed or underemployed workers who meet the program's criteria. It's exactly the kind of innovative program that we need right now to help fuel our local economy and to get Providence residents back to work. This program, which will run through September of 2010, will provide an immediate source of income for low-income families and help to stimulate our economy by giving assistance to small businesses. With help, it will also help qualifying local employers weather these difficult times and add to their workforce when they might otherwise not be able to. People who participate, employees who are able to participate in the program, will be in a stronger position to retain their positions after the program ends or to obtain new employment as the economy begins to improve. These programs will help parents support their families during this incredibly difficult economic time. These jobs will also go a long way towards helping to jumpstart our local economy by providing needed assistance to small businesses and helping them grow their workforce. It will begin next Monday. We will begin screening at Network Rhode Island to match prospective employees with a participating employer. This program is already underway in 2 cities, in Los Angeles and in San Francisco. And again, it's an initiative which will take $10 million of the federal economic recovery funds and invest it in job creation with an understanding that 100% of the wages will be reimbursed to the employer so long as the employee and the employer meet the guidelines. And it's an incredible opportunity to get Providence residents back to work. I want to thank all the partners who have been a part of this. I particularly want to thank Director Gary Alexander, the Director of the Department of Human Services, who was an enthusiastic partner when we met about this. I want to thank the people at PDP, the folks at Network Rhode Island, Bob Ritchie, Amintha, who's going to be doing it for PDP, all of the partners who've quickly come together to say, let's get this done now, let's maximize the resources that are available, create as many jobs for Providence residents as we can, and thank members of the City Council here to support this. I think we all recognize there's nothing more important than to get people working again, to create jobs, and to provide some support to our small businesses. And I would like just to say that you will see at Network Rhode Island an application form that looks like this. This is the application form for employers. It's a very simple form, 3 pages, very easy to fill out. This is a program which is easy for employers, easy for employees to qualify, and together I know we can get hundreds of Providence residents back to work. As I mentioned earlier, one of the most important partners in this has been the Department of Human Services, and I want to thank Director Gary Alexander. When we met about this, he was enthusiastic to be a partner with the city and made a commitment early on. Donalda Carlson, who is here with him, I know is the person in his office who's going to be working with us on this, but I just want to thank the director for recognizing the urgency of accessing these resources right away to get residents of Providence working again and creating jobs and helping our small businesses. Thank you very much, Director.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Thank you to everybody here. As everybody knows, the governor has made a real commitment to job growth and to accessing all of the available stimulus funds for the temporary assistance to needy family emergency funds that are available via the RI Recovery Act. So we're happy to be here to support Providence as well as the entire state. We look forward to working with all of you here in Providence and all of the rest of our cities and towns. Thank you, Mayor.